Hey guys, it's Nathan Giffen with Vertical Artisans, and I'm here in Sacramento, California, and I'm working on an Ultimate Wine Cellar project. And I want to encourage you guys to go over to the Ultimate Wine Cellar Facebook page, like it, get involved with it. I'll be back in Chicago next week. And also, for those of you who have purchased the foam core construction course, you'll be able to come out for free and audit what I'm doing in Chicago with the Ultimate Wine Cellar that's taking place there local in the Chicagoland area. But right now I'm in Sacramento, and I've spent the last 2 days with the homeowner and a half a dozen contractors just ironing out some of the details for this amazing wine cellar. And so what I want to do is I just want to kind of post up some of the details of that. There's a lot of exciting things that are taking place with this wine cellar. It's about 1,000 square feet. It's got a lot of features to it. I'm super stoked about everything that's taking place here. But here's a couple of the specialties. Right now we're in the entranceway to this wine cellar. To my right, we have the elevator that comes down, and this will be an all-glass elevator with stainless steel trim. And as it descends into the lower regions of these, the basement, there'll be rock, fractured granite on the walls that you can see through the glass. When the doors open, which are also glass, you'll first see this just gigantic stone entranceway. In the middle of the stone entranceway, there's a 4-foot decorative gate. It's French style. It'll open up. It's got really nice patterns, really nice design. Maybe I can get a picture of it in a little bit. We'll come in. You'll see architecture here. You'll see oak wood beams, reclaimed lumber beams, and a massive granite wall here that's kind of concave with a display of granite about 36 inches off the deck, 38 inches off the deck. Before I go any further, I want to note also that our floor is going to be made out of all 2.5-inch stone, and some of those pieces will be 3-4 feet by 3 feet, 2 feet by 3 feet. These are really massive pieces. The piece that you're looking at right now is probably only about a 1.5 square feet, but these pieces are really gorgeous, and that'll be random all throughout this floor. They'll be sealed, so they'll be nice and rich and dark in color, and then our stonework will have more of a lighter color, but it will be a good contrast. As you walk through this entranceway, and as you are met with the display and the granite top and a wine rack underneath of there, you have a choice to make. You can make a right or you can make a left. If you make a right, you go up a couple risers into like a hidden cave area. You don't know what that is. If you make a left, we're on the ground level. So let's go through the right here first. You go up the first riser, up the second riser, you come to a rack that's right here. The ceiling starts to tunnel in a little bit right here. You step up to the final height, which this riser, you're now probably at 21, 22 inches off the ground rather. Immediately you're into the vast area of the wine room, the major wine room right here. You've got another stairwell that goes down. You've got seating that goes down here that's slightly underneath. And to the left, you've got a rack that's up on this dais. This is an 8-foot wine rack that's elevated and raised. And then at the top of it, we have more ceiling rock that's working its way through. If you were to make a left on this piece, you'd come through. You'd go underneath another oak beam or a reclaimed lumber beam. You've got a stone archway right here as well, and a rack that's kind of ducked away in this corner. And right here, starting from this point all the way down this wall, is about a 196-inch rack that goes pretty much floor to the ceiling, which is also rock, and that's going to look like this right here on the wall. We've got a huge layout, nice displays, very nice looking rack configuration that goes across this entire wall. To the right, as you walk past the elevated surfaces, you see more of the sitting area. These will have textiles, cushions and covers for seats or whatever. It will all be sitting here so that when you do sit down in this area, you're not going to be sitting on cold stone. You'll actually have a nice area. As well as right here, as you're sitting down, you have a huge 7-foot diameter table. So as you're sitting right here, you'll be at a table. This is going to be a natural wood table. And this thing here in the center is actually going to be a table on top of a table that will be a Lazy Susan. So when you're sitting at this location, you can spin the Lazy Susan. There might be hors d'oeuvres or glasses or any kind of serving drinks that are right here that if you want to get to it, you just spin this wheel to get what you want. Over here, you've got another huge configurations of stone that fracture up and go into this ceiling right here, and then out through the ceiling. On the left and the right, there's rock work that comes up to the back side here. This is a buffet table, about 38 inches off the deck. It's a double deep. It'll have granite top. And behind this, there'll be 3 big barrels stacked up on top of one another. But the nice surprise here is we've got a 56-inch TV that literally comes out of the ceiling and folds down, covering the barrels. So if they want to watch TV down here, they could. There wasn't a TV originally, but after they got talking about it, they really wanted one. As we move through here, we've got some more natural seating on natural rock, same as our area over here. We've got another archway. All of these stones, all of this natural rock, this is all foam core construction. It'll all spire up and go into our ceiling. The ceiling will have rock work and it will have barn lumber on the ceiling so that we can have can lighting and specific spot lighting for various elements. This area right in here, as you go through the archway, is another small wine rack. It's very comfortable. You can fit 2 people in here easily to pick out anything you want. We've got a various rack configuration in here. Coming out, make a left. This is the second place. If we're coming down the steps, then we make our way through here. This is more of like not a cave, but more or less a mine shaft walking through here with beams that go through. We've got another curved rack, beams, on top of the beams, uplighting, various features in the wall, and right on out the door. They wanted this access door that goes out into the front yard because when UPS comes with the deliveries, they can just bring the deliveries in and then right into the cellar. So overall, this is a really exciting project. It's a bigger wine cellar than what you might be used to seeing. But there is a ton of really cool things that are about to take place here. And it's going to be exciting to keep involved and stay on the action. Now, when I get back to Chicago, we enter into phase 1 for the Chicago wine cellar. We've got all the material ready to go. Once again, the class, the Ultimate Wine Cellar Mastery class, will start April 12th through the 20th, except on Sunday. If you own the foam core construction course on Vertical Artisans, you're more than welcome to come out for free and watch what we're doing there. It's an off-site build. This is new construction, so I have no problem cutting up foam and making a big mess and stinking up the place because I can always just blow everything out this door. But the house in Chicago is an existing home. Everything's pretty much finished. They're living in it. And I don't want to be cutting all the foam at that location for the mess, for the smell. But this is great because we've got a lot of freedom here, and this is pretty much new construction. So once again, if you don't have the foam core construction course, get it. It'll give you the ability to stop in at these foam core, the Ultimate Wine Cellar series, and audit what we're doing. It'll be good to see everything that's taking place. Hope to see you guys. Have a blessed weekend. Talk to you soon.